I've earned 30 plus certifications, and I'm here to guide you to success on your exam. Welcome to the Ultimate PRINCE2-Foundation Exam Masterclass. Are you ready to crack the PRINCE2-Foundation exam in one go? You're in the right place. In this session, we'll arm you with powerful insights and hand-picked questions that can make all the difference in your exam performance. We've scanned the web using intelligent crawlers to gather the most critical and high-impact questions, all compiled into one powerful PDF resource. You can download it from the link in the description. Not only will we explore these must-practice questions, but we'll also share real exam experiences and pro tips to give you that competitive edge. Let's dive into the key questions that could shape your success. Question 1. What is the definition of a project outcome? A. A measurable improvement that is perceived as an advantage by one or more stakeholders. B. The reason for the project. C. The result of the change derived from using the project's outputs. D. The project's specialist products. Correct answer, C. The result of the change derived from using the project's outputs. Explanation. A project outcome is the change that results from using project outputs. It reflects the benefit realized through the project's products. Question 2. Which is not a purpose of a benefits review plan? A. Define the period over which the cost-benefit analysis will be based. B. Describe how to measure the performance of the project's products in operational use. C. Define the scope, timing, and ownership of the benefit reviews required. D. Describe how to measure and confirm any benefits that are to be realized after the project is closed. Correct answer A. Define the period over which the cost-benefit analysis will be based. Explanation. The benefits review plan focuses on measurement and ownership of benefits. Cost-benefit analysis is handled by the business case. Question 3. Identify the missing word in the following sentence. A member of the project board is responsible for assurance. A. Quality. B. Supplier. C. Risk. D. Product. Correct answer B. Supplier. Explanation. Each project board member provides assurance. The senior supplier is specifically responsible for supplier assurance. Question 4. Which is the issue register not used for? A. Capture external events that are impacting a stage. B. Record information about a deviation in stage tolerance. C. Capture any threats or opportunities that might have an impact on a stage. D. Record any problems identified when authorizing a work package. Correct answer, C. Capture any threats or opportunities that might have an impact on a stage. Explanation. Threats and opportunities are risks, not issues. The issue register tracks problems, concerns, or changes. Question 5. Which is the purpose of the change theme? A. To prevent change to baseline products. B. To identify, assess, and control any potential and approved changes to baseline products. C. To establish mechanisms to monitor and compare actual achievements against those planned. D. To assess and control uncertainty. Correct answer B. To identify, assess, and control any potential and approved changes to baseline products. Explanation. The change theme manages approved or potential changes to baseline products. It ensures control without blocking all change. Question 6. Which of the following statements about the closing a project process are true? The closing a project process provides a fixed point for the receipt of completed work packages for the work performed in the final stage. The closing a project process provides a fixed point to review if the objectives set out in the original project initiation documentation have been achieved. A. Only one is true. B. Only two is true. C. Both 1 and 2 are true. D. Either 1 or 2 are true. Correct answer B. Only 2 is true. Explanation. Closing a project reviews project objectives and outcomes. Work packages are received during stage control, not closure. Question 7. What takes place during the closing a project process? A. The post-project benefits reviews are performed. B. Ownership of the project's products is transferred to the customer. C. An end-stage report is prepared for the final stage. D. The project closure notification is reviewed and approved. Correct answer B. Ownership of the project's products is transferred to the customer. Explanation. At closure, ownership of products passes to the customer. This ensures handover and responsibility transfer. Question 8. Which is an objective of the closing a project process? A. Prepare the plan for the next stage. B. Assess any benefits that have already been realized. C. Produce a benefits review plan to identify what benefits are expected. D. Check that all benefits are realized before closing a project. Correct answer B. Assess any benefits that have already been realized. Explanation. Closing a project assesses early benefits realized so far. Long-term benefits are measured later through reviews. Question 9. Which is a purpose of the closing a project process? A. Authorize the final stage of the project. B. Confirm that all benefits defined in the business case have been achieved. C. Recognize whether objectives set out in the original project initiation documentation have been achieved. D. Delegate day-to-day management of the end of the project to the project manager. Correct answer C. Recognize whether objectives set out in the original project initiation documentation have been achieved. Explanation. The purpose is to confirm whether the project's objectives have been achieved. This ensures project justification. Question 10. Which is an objective of the closing a project process? A. To provide corporate management with an interface to the project. B. To ensure the project's delivery will be within set tolerances. C. To seek approval to replace the project or stage plan. D. To assess the benefits that have already been realized. Correct answer D. To assess the benefits that have already been realized. Explanation. An objective of closure is to evaluate realized benefits. Full benefit assessment continues after closure. Question 11. Which is a purpose of the controlling a stage process? A. Produce a team plan for the work to be assigned to a team manager. B. Select and implement actions that will resolve deviations from a plan within tolerance. C. Obtain approvals for products delivered in a work package. D. Update a project plan to incorporate the actuals from a stage plan. Correct answer B. Select and implement actions that will resolve deviations from a plan within tolerance. Explanation. Controlling a stage focuses on monitoring progress and correcting deviations. This keeps the stage within tolerance. Question 12. Which is a purpose of the controlling a stage process? A. Assign work to be done and take corrective action to ensure that the stage remains within tolerance. B. Provide a fixed reference point at which acceptance for the project product is confirmed. C. Enable the project board to be provided with sufficient information to authorize the next stage. D. Enable the organization to understand the work that needs to be done to deliver the project's products. Correct answer A. Assign work to be done and take corrective action to ensure that the stage remains within tolerance. Explanation. The process ensures assigned work is completed within tolerance. It also applies corrective actions as needed. Question 13. What process is used by the project manager to maintain focus on delivery of a stage's products within agreed tolerances? A. Directing a project. B. Controlling a stage. C. Managing a stage boundary. D. Managing product delivery. Correct answer B. Controlling a stage. Explanation. Controlling a stage is the project manager's tool to monitor progress. It keeps delivery on track within tolerance. Question 14. Which process is triggered towards the end of the final stage when all the assigned work has been completed? A. Managing a stage boundary. B. Managing product delivery. C. Closing a project. D. Controlling a stage. Correct answer C. Closing a project. Explanation. When final work is complete, the project moves to closing a project. This ensures proper closure and handover. Question 15. Which is a purpose of the directing a project process? A. To answer the question, do we have a viable and worthwhile project? B. To coordinate an area of work delivering the project product's components. C. To delegate day-to-day management of the project to the project manager. D. To provide a fixed point to confirm acceptance of the project product. Correct answer C. To delegate day-to-day management of the project to the project manager. Explanation. Directing a project gives the project manager day-to-day authority. The project board retains high-level direction. Question 16. Which is an objective of the directing a project process? A. Create and authorize the project mandate. B. Provide management control and direction. C. Control the day-to-day running of the project. D. Provide accurate progress information to the project manager. Correct answer B. Provide management control and direction. Explanation. Directing a project ensures management control and direction. It allows the board to make key decisions. Question 17. Which statement about the directing a project process is true? A. Provides a mechanism for the project board to assure that there is continued business justification. B. Covers the day-to-day activities of the project manager. C. Ensures there are regular progress meetings. D. Begins on completion of the initiating a project process. Correct answer A. Provides a mechanism for the project board to assure that there is continued business justification. Explanation. Directing a project ensures the business case remains valid. This protects the investment throughout the lifecycle. Question 18. Which of the following statements about the project initiation documentation are true? The project initiation documentation is used to ensure that a sound basis exists before the project board authorizes a project. The project initiation documentation should be updated at the end of each stage to reflect the current status of a project. A. Only 1 is true. B. Only 2 is true. C. Both 1 and 2 are true. D. Either 1 or 2 are true. Correct answer C. Both 1 and 2 are true. Explanation. PID provides a baseline for project authorization and is updated each stage. This ensures ongoing project control. Question 19. Which is an objective of the initiating a project process? A. Develop the corporate quality management system as part of the project initiation documentation. B. Prepare the plans for the subsequent stages. C. Summarize how the organization's project management method will be tailored for the project. D. Request authority from corporate management to deliver the project. Correct answer C. Summarize how the organization's project management method will be tailored for the project. Explanation. Initiating a project documents how the method is tailored. It establishes a sound foundation for management. Question 20. Which is not a purpose of the initiating a project process? A. Enable a project board decision about the commitment of resources to a project. B. Enable an organization to understand the work that needs to be done to deliver a project's products before a project is approved. C. Establish solid foundations for a project. D. Enable the project board to decide whether it is worthwhile to initiate a project. Correct answer D. Enable the project board to decide whether it is worthwhile to initiate a project. Explanation. The decision to initiate occurs earlier. Initiating a project focuses on defining foundations for delivery. Question 21. Which is a purpose of the managing product delivery process? A. Enable the senior supplier to be provided with sufficient information by the project manager so that they can review the success of the current work package. B. Provide a controlled link between the project manager and the team managers. C. Enable the project board to request updates to the current team plan. D. Establish solid foundations for the project. Correct answer B. Provide a controlled link between the project manager and the team managers. Explanation. Managing product delivery establishes control between PM and team managers. It ensures products are delivered as agreed. Question 22. Which is an objective of the managing product delivery process? A. To authorize the work package allocated to the team. B. To raise exception reports when tolerance is exceeded. C. To ensure that delivered products match expectations. D. To record any lessons to help later management stages. Correct answer, C. To ensure that delivered products match expectations. Explanation. Managing product delivery ensures outputs match quality and acceptance criteria. This confirms expectations are met. Question 23. Which two roles are linked by the managing product delivery process? A. Corporate or program management and project board. B. Project board and project manager. C. Project manager and team manager. D. Team manager and external supplier. Correct answer, C. Project manager and team manager. Explanation. The process links the project manager and team manager. It defines work packages and product handover. Question 24. Which of the following can be done to control the size of the project board on a project that involves multiple users and suppliers? A. Create a separate project board to manage the supplier elements of the project. B. Create multiple smaller project boards during the process of starting up a project, one for each of the project stages. C. Create user and supplier groups. D. Appoint corporate quality assurance to perform the project assurance role for all members of the project board. Correct answer, C. Create user and supplier groups. Explanation. User and supplier groups help keep the project board small. They represent interests without enlarging the board. Question 25. When should the project board refer to corporate or program management for a decision? A. The stage requires resources. B. It is forecast that project level tolerance will be exceeded. C. The senior supplier or senior user needs to be changed. D. Any request for change needs to be approved. Correct answer B. It is forecast that project level tolerance will be exceeded. Explanation. Escalation happens when project tolerance is exceeded. The project board refers the decision upward. Question 26. Identify the missing words in the following sentence. At the end of a stage, the question mark should be used to check whether there is a requirement to send copies of the end stage report to external interested parties. A. Stage plan. B. Communication management strategy. C. Follow-on action recommendations. D. Quality management strategy. Correct answer B. Communication management strategy. Explanation. The communication management strategy defines who gets reports. It ensures stakeholders receive needed information. Question 27. Which is not represented by one of the three primary categories of stakeholder identified in PRINCE2? A. Those with a financial interest in the project. B. Those who will manage the project on a day-to-day basis. C. Those who will specify the desired outputs of the project. D. Those who will create the project's outputs. Correct answer B. Those who will manage the project on a day-to-day basis. Explanation. Day-to-day management is the project manager's role. Stakeholders are broadly users, suppliers, and the business. Question 28. Which does the executive need to ensure is in place before the project is initiated? A. All work packages are authorized. B. An understanding of how the project will contribute to corporate objectives. C. The project plan has been approved. D. The project initiation documentation is complete. Correct answer B. An understanding of how the project will contribute to corporate objectives. Explanation. The executive ensures alignment with corporate objectives before initiation. This confirms business justification. Question 29. How many roles make up the project board? A1, B2, C3, D4. Correct answer, C. 3. Explanation. The project board is made up of 3 roles: executive, senior user, and senior supplier. These ensure balanced decision-making. Question 30. What product is used to maintain a record of those who have an interest in the project and their information requirements? A. Project plan. B. Communication management strategy. C. Project brief. D. Project product description. Correct answer B. Communication management strategy. Explanation. The communication management strategy records stakeholder interests and needs. It ensures effective information flow. Please revise full PDF 2 to 3 times for 100% success. Check the description for the PDF download link and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for upcoming episodes. Thank you.